Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. So on top right side as the magenta Abbasid Dynasty, we have a foreign name. So on the south side as the green English, we have a foreign name. That is not a good spot for that mill. It is not in the middle of all the forest puffers. Either way, and it looks like this player is eyeing for the berries rather than forest puffers as well. Let's cover each player economic benefits. Abbasid Dynasty. Abbasid Dynasty does have one of the most powerful economic benefits, the Tier 1 Golden Age. And eventually as well, we can match the English for a lot of their research and inform the Fertile Crescent and the agriculture. I know they've put a lot of references into them in the campaign. I think they sort of just mold them all together in the Holy Roman Empire, but they may be adding a new expansion. I think. I'm not sure. They're adding Japan and another Crusader Empire state in the new expansion that's coming out this month. Not month, this quarter, I believe. And for the English, for his economic benefits, is mostly based around the farms. They're half cost, and they get an absurd collection rate when they're attached to a nearby mill. Council Hall going on up, economic wing being researched. With the economic being researched, you will have access to the Fertile Crescent, reduce the cost of economic buildings and houses by 25%, which will make it somewhat comparable to his opponent's farms, but still not 100%. So the increased collection rate will still affect collecting up these forest puffers, so you should still eye for the deer, and the deer down here won't be able to collect boar since it is Islam. Or Muslim. Is it Islam or Muslim? Oh well. Same difference really, in my opinion. We got a good number of sheeple here as well. House Hall is almost complete, and now to see some handful of longbowmen. What both factions can deploy out in Feudal Age? The unique unit the Abbasid Dynasty player can deploy out is the Camel Archer. It does get bonus damage, which is light melee, like archers. It is cost 180 and provides a debuff to nearby horsemen. The English can pull out the longbowman, has the one additional damage and 2 additional range than regular archers, and also can pull out the man-at-arms, which is one of the hardest things to deal with, especially for Abbasid, where you have to go from mass camel archers. It's still not very cost-effective. So at this point in time, I would recommend the English to eye for more closer to mass man-at-arms, because Abbasid just have trouble with mass man-at-arms, especially in Feudal Age at least. Got a handful of horsemen advancing forward for the Abbasid player. Eastern, it will. If I want to make, let's see, this is in the 1500 age, right? So it could be the Ottomans are here. Yep. For Iran, it'll probably be the Persian Empire if possible. But I'm feeling it's going to be probably. I think of all the names, European country names changes quite a bit. It could be Poland. It could be the Austrians. For Austrians, I can't remember what empire existed at these time frames or not. The names change way too often throughout the ages. I honestly can't remember who was what at what time. Do now the spearmen push away forward. Couple archers, couple spearmen here, eyeing for defense. You have stone being collected up, so English players eyeing for additional town center. And don't see any stone being collected by the Abbasid player as well, so we won't see additional town center from him. Designed for aggression, going for a large number of horsemen, as well as spearmen, or archers. So at this point in time, a good counter would be just man-at-arms. Man-at-arms are a higher, superior, they will 1v1, win 1v1s versus horsemen. They cost the same amount as well, and it will be able to shrug off arrow fire easier as well. So I think the English player should start eyeing for mass man-at-arms to see this aggression. Do you have another town being put on the field? Exotic Doggo does go down. And so just a very small force for the English. Nothing too significant at the moment. Does have to go in Age Tier 1, which will give him plus 50% gathering rate for all resources. Couple arrowheads there. Having the Prussian be present in the form of the Teutonic Order, they did a lot of crusading. Probably that could be a good possibility. In Jerusalem, maybe? And a lot of Jerusalem were crusader states like Anatolia. No. Anatolia is Turkey. I can't remember all those states. There's a lot of states there. So there could be a Crusader state or two. I know Japan is definitely confirmed. Not sure about the other two. It's definitely some sort of Crusader state. I'm not sure they're going to add in 2 civilizations or just or 3. The previous expansion added the or it was a free expansion as well. Added the Ottomans and the Mullians, so they may be eyeing for just 2. They could get. It'd be great to get 3, but I believe there's at least going to be 2. Horsemen maybe over on these archers or villagers there. 1 villager does go down. First villager death of the game. Sees quite a large force there. Does have a handful of spearmen. I still believe he should eye for man-at-arms. It's got quite a bit of wood being collected on up, so maybe eyeing for wood to get the farms out. He does have a mill here. Actually, he probably could throw a lot of villagers on these forest puffers, get them cleaned up, as well as the, oh, got a missed rally. I think he selected everything. Yep, he's going to start cleaning up these forest puffers. He can also take time to clean up the berries as well. And he also could pull out a mill back here in another location for more farms and to collect up the deer. So we've got a sizable force here. Green has a slight villager advantage. Got some damage over there. Get damage there on those horsemen. None of them can go down, but one of them's very, very wounded. 1 health remaining, so he can go down to a sneeze. All the way from Black Plague. Archer hits there on some of these villagers there. 1 villager, or that was a longbowman that went down there. Berries being cleaned up right there. Again, this berry is walled in as well. Could go for these forest puffers as well. Design the wall in this area, which does deny a bit of wood. Let's take a quick look at the resource distribution. Green has a natural method of expanding down here. There's boar, there's forest puffers, there's gold. Not a lot of wood. Is big exterior wood deposits here and here. Does have one here as well. For the Abbasid player, it does have 2 gold deposits that spawn pretty close right there. So nice little keep there can help him keep that area safe. He's also going to be eyeing for these berries as well. Military wing now being researched as well, which will give 2 free camel riders and have access to the composite bows. Yeah, in the center of the map, there's actually quite a bit of the small tree deposits here, which will interrupt a lot of movement in the center of the map. It'd be natural for green to expand out this direction, I would say, and magenta will expand out this direction, and the trees are a good marker for that as well. But then again, you can expand out any direction you like. Just not straight up in the air, or under the ground, yet. This Palisade Gate has been set ablaze. Spearmen now advancing over here. Palisade Gate can still be saved over here. Scout does go down. Multiple barracks going on up. He's eyeing for Gilams, I believe. Elam's against English is actually not really a good idea. Elam specialized versus low armored, hack armored units. And the English are the exact opposite when it comes to man-at-arms, with the armor clad research gaining 2 additional armor. So I don't think going for Gilams is a good item. Going for crossbows makes sense. Gilams will find him good front line, that's for sure. That's maybe one reason why he's going to go for Gilams. But honestly, I think the Lancer crossbow would probably be better composition for the Abbasid player than Gilam crossbows. Though, you can always go to archers as well and fun blast spearmen instead of man-at-arms. The English player has no gold stored up, so he's pretty far away from going to the next age. In actuality, all of his gold inside his base has been consumed. English will need to go out to expand. Couple man-at-arms are here. Abbasid player is also taking time to put some walls over here to deny some movement for the English. Barriers here have been denied, but these barriers are now going to be collected on up. We got a good number of longbowmen and men-at-arms. Right now the English player does have larger force in the field. He has actually a good amount of gold now to put on up. I wonder if he bought any of it. I wasn't really paying attention to it. Villager trying to shoot the villager with arrows. Green does not have textiles, nor does Magenta. Good arrow hits there. Magenta has picked up one relic as well, and now got the white tower being put on field. Dies it, and not the most cinematic spot. Designed for the white tower and not the king's palace. Villager's throwing some arrows there, using the piece of meat, the bones on that piece of meat as the bowstring. And the horsemen are going to kill him for his heresy. And now looks like Magenta signed for a bit of a palisade wall or gate there. Green has a palisade gate started, which means it could be exploited. Both players now in Castle Age do not have the mining research, veteran longbowman research, man-at-arms research. Oh, there's actually another gold deposit there. I just was looking wrong on the map. We've also got the 2 camel riders here. Camel riders can get quite a bit of armor given enough time, but right now they're going to save a lot of damage from the longbows. He has a number of Elons in the field, as well as composite bowmen. Does have a handful of crossbows here as well. Right now, the 60 versus 49 military units. Since for White Tower as well, he can use it as a siege workshop to blow out some Mangonel. And now we're getting some more barracks being put on the field as well. Maybe I can transition to mass man-at-arms. He also get armor clad being researched. He needs to go for the armor research as well as the pierce damage. It's still, even with armor clad, you still can't neglect the other armor research. Imam here will be shanked by a bunch of pointy sticks.
أقبل أعبر راكبا الآن قريب عند إشارة أيها الجنود اسمعوا الأوامر
Outpost does go down there.
هل من أوامر لهذا الخيال؟ الخيال ينتظر الأوامر.
And the palisade wall will be shortly going on down. You got now the man-at-arms being engaged by the Gilons and the archers. Yep, that English force will get annihilated. There's too much force here. This palisade wall has gone down. A couple man-at-arms being pulled over here. They do have their 8 pierce armor, so these archers will only do 1 damage each. They also throw off a lot of damage from the crossbows, honestly. Right now they're doing 23 damage versus heavy, in which 8 of it will be blocked. Basically negates the hit versus heavy effect. Going for Mangonels, going for a good number of Mangonels against English is always generally a good idea. Well, this outpost starting to be torched on down. Now it's trying to push forward with the torches there. Manos making their way forward. Mangonel does get a good hit onto them. Longbow and firing away with the network of castles. They will gain great attack speed. Narons have fallen on back. A couple of them have gone down. With White Tower in the region, Swoll provides quite a bit of good fire support there as well. Its arrows do actually reasonable 13 damage. Forcing up here still doing nothing. This wall has been repaired. This wall has been rebuilt as well. And now Magenta's eyeing to claim some of those resources. Getting out outposts and a mining camp, but the walls will be going on up. Soon that village will be trapped in the English. Empire does have a good amount of food and wood reserve. Not much of everything else. The Abbasid player has a good reserve of everything. Spearmen being pushed on forward. They will get destroyed by these Gilons. Got a line of palisade walls now going up over here as well. Abbasid players pretty close to going to the next age as well. Zogdago does take out the villager there, so we'll be able to steal any of that stone. Up here, more bites from these exotic doggos. He's starting to palisade wall up the largest region. Does have a keep here, which helps him keep secure this gold. In fact, there's a lot of villagers on gold. A bit too much now, isn't it? He could try for some traders here. He may be eyeing for the trade wing, I'm thinking, rather than the culture wing. Because the trade wing will give him a handful of free traders. And he would be able to, with this amount of gold and wood, able to get out some additional traders just soon. Though there's not any good spots for those markets, to say the least. He's just playing very defensive there, with some skirmishing forces there of man-at-arms and spearmen. Likely, the way how this map works, he will likely go for the Berkshire Castle in the central region, help him keep this area secure. Though I am a bit more impressed with the Vanguard Palace. Elons have broken through here. These villagers can quickly go down. He needs to start pushing out south and will lose some of these villagers there. These Elons will show no mercy to these villagers. What, a good chunk of them went down there? 5 of them have gone down. There's more still advancing forward. Archers and men-at-arms or spearmen trying to make their way forward as well. Does spot these villagers here. Though now we've got the size force, maybe it'll make a breach over here. Culture wing's almost complete. Green's trying to pull out a gold mine here. Green could try for a keep in this region if he had enough. No, he almost had enough stone. He could go for a keep in this region to secure the stone and gold. Spearmen force him to push right forward. Of course, they won't be able to do much versus this force. Green could get a great flank there. Let the mining camp burn. Now these villagers are starting to get hit by the Gilam as well. Got a nice flank here. We've got one Mangonel, which will do some good damage. Does get some damage, nothing too significant. Horseman needs to overrun the Mangonel, I'd say. Good hit there on those man-at-arms and spearmen. Crossbow's being overran. Does get the Mangonel. Elon getting some hits there. These villagers will have severe trouble versus him. Longbowmen archers advancing forward. Both players have, or now the Abbasid players now reached the next age. Going for the preservation of knowledge. And get that up before I start researching all the other research. He has a massive gold reserve. I'm sort of surprised he didn't go to trade with that. Oh, but we got some traders on the field. Those traders, why did they go in this direction? Ugh, he may not have this palisade gate open. He probably should have just deleted it. We lost a good number of traders there. Man, I was trying to force their way through. Over here we do have just some Giloms right there. More archers being pushed on in. The White Tower will hit these forces, including the Gilom there. Longbowmen getting some more damage there. Extra the Giloms do have a good amount of pure storm at the moment and boot camp retro health. He needs a bit more gold to go to the next stage. He has plenty of food and get spend his wood on more longbowmen and spearmen as well. Right now, spearmen are not really needed other than they simply just cost gold. So right now he's fighting against Skiloms and Archer. Agonels will be very useful in this composition, and his own man-at-arms as well. Some good damage there. Horsemen do engage this force there, and now he's eyeing for a keep here, which will help him provide some influence over this region as well. More Giloms push way forward over here as well. Spearman here getting overwhelmed by the Giloms. Now all of those get inside this keep. Now horsemen here to advance and to stop these man-at-arms and Skiloms. We could see the Berkshire cast in this region as well to help them secure up the gold and put just close enough to hit that gold deposit could be very powerful as well. There's quite a bit of gold up here in its bonus spear and influence. We've got a trader here not doing anything. Man-at-arms now hitting these traders. I'm really surprised he didn't go for the trade network. That had been a misclick. Because plus 30% gold, plus 25% other resources, that's plus 55% resources we could have got. Horsemen start to push way forward, getting some damage there. Villagers do get inside the keep. Now all of them can get inside. Holding oil is not researched at the moment. Green has lost a good number of villagers, and his opponent does have, of course, a good number of traders on the field. And now we've got the Wine Guard Palace. We actually are going to see it. Ooh, I like it. Get out some bandit armies, including the Wineguard Rangers, which are longbowmen, with 2 additional range compared to regular longbowmen, so they have 9 base range. Or see a very cheap trebuchet banner army as well. Horsemen do find these marks there, now they're starting to intercept this area. There could be a bit of a roadblock here. Yep, there's a roadblock there now. Now got elite archer research, does have incendiary arrows as well. Does have quite a bit of tech advantage. The English player doesn't have a whole lot of gold left at the moment. Seeing all these archer focus, probably a good idea to go for longbowmen with the increased range. Some of these villagers will go down. He needs that gold. Yep, we got, of course, the Wineguard Raiders. Gave him 3 horses, 3 knights. Let's see. Gold cost alone, that is efficient, because knights are 100 each. And Wineguard Foreman, I really don't know what their specialty there is. I think they're generally faster than regular footmen. You see the enclosures tech, which will give him some good gold generation. He does still need to focus on village production. Both players have 2 town centers. We've got a massive number of traders for Magenta. Green just may want to be a bit more passive. More Gilons being pulled on the field. This force needs to start intercepting for these villagers a hit. Try and torch down that camp because I see all the torches there. More Gilons there. The villagers could repair it up or just build another mining camp. Not sure why he's focused that down. Or horsemen hitting over there. Longbows receiving some hits. And now I do have the Weingard Palace, or Weingard Army, which gave them 2 spearmen, 2 crossbowmen, and a trebuchet. Very, very cheap trebuchet. I think this trebuchets are more than, or what, 500 resources, and this army costs 400 resources. To get a cheap trebuchet with a pair of spearmen and crossbowmen to go along with it. Green back to the game? Guess he just couldn't handle the Magenta's economy. Xanagray saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.